Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Unfortunately, another American war veteran was killed in Ukraine as a volunteer, and he was killed by the evil Russians. So, that's been announced by the family, and this comes from Marshfield News Herald. And this is the headline: Marshfield couple learned this week their 28-year-old son died fighting in Ukraine. Article from February 23rd, 2023. This is the guy. All right, he's got a flag over there. And he is... All right, that's it. Let's see what they say. A 28-year-old Marshfield man was killed while fighting with the International Legion for the defense of Ukraine. His parents learned early this week. Andrew Peters was a U.S. Army veteran who served a tour in Afghanistan in 2014, according to his father, John Peters. Andrew Peters joined the International Legion in late November 2022 and was killed in action on February 16th. The family is in the process of having his remains returned home. And I'm quoting, "We were devastated to learn that our son Andrew Peters was killed in action while fighting with the International Legion in Ukraine," end quote, John Peters said in an email to the Marshfield News Herald. And I'm quoting, "Andrew had a strong sense what was right and wrong. He felt the need to use his prior military combat skills to help the Ukrainian people fight and liberate their country. Andrew was extremely close to his fellow soldiers and was very liked by everyone," end quote. Not end quote. "We are all extremely proud of his bravery and selfless sacrifice," end quote. The International Legion was created by Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky to bring together foreign citizens who wanted to join the resistance against the Russian military attack on Ukraine and fight for global security, according to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Ukraine. Well, if they want to fight for global security, you should start with a different place on this planet. But hey, here he is. Okay. All right. He has a Kalashnikov. In the other picture, he didn't have a Kalashnikov, did he? No, he didn't have a Kalashnikov. Right there. All right, so he got upgraded or downgraded. Let's see. Here is snow. Over there is snow or not snow? Snow too. I guess that's snow over there. No, I don't know. Different weapon. Different as a flag. I see over there a little tattoo with the Ukrainian flag. Pum pum pum. All right. Well, what can I say? I don't think that's... But anyway, the U.S. State Department did not confirm Andrew Peters' death, but did confirm, and I'm quoting, deaths, plural, of U.S. citizens in Ukraine in an email to the News Herald. And I'm quoting, "We are in touch with their respective families, plural, and providing all possible consular assistance. Out of respect for the families' privacy during this difficult time, we have nothing further to add," end quote. John Peters said the family is working with the U.S. Embassy in Kiev and the U.S. State Department to bring Andrew Peters home. John Peters said he wants Americans to know the war in Ukraine isn't just affecting Ukrainians. All right, so they say more than one. This guy fought for his, according to his father, for what he believed in. And I guess, I don't want to say that, it's better to die while walking down the street and a stupid car hits you, or you know what I mean, a brick falls from a construction site and hit you in the head. If you know what I mean. What can I say? If people like this go and fight for ideals, all respect for them, regardless of on what side they are in, because ideals are ideals, and that's a little bit of usually is fight for what's right. Well, what's right and what's wrong varies from each person's perspective. From the part of a rapist, what's right and what's wrong, it's kind of different, or for a criminal. The same with love. Some people love certain things, some people don't love those certain things. So it's kind of from time to time you have to look at the perspective. But we know love should not harm. That's should not cause harm. That's one aspect. The same with selfless sacrifice. Yes, he went over there. He didn't go over there to play pool or to play football or soccer or whatever. He went over there to shoot other human beings. And unfortunately, he was this time at the receiving end. But at least, as I don't want to say that, but I will say it. As I said, instead of a stupid death, a meaningful death is always more important. Obviously, they didn't go over there to die, but the chances are that you might end up like that. It was another article that I covered, I think yesterday, where it was another volunteer, American volunteer, in Bakhmut, the hottest spot in, not because it has hot springs or anything, but it's hot as a war. And this former Marine, I think he stated that the average life expectancy for people in Bakhmut that just show up is about 4 hours. So you show up over there, and in 4 hours you're expired, if you know what I mean. That's the average according to this direct source. It's not a I don't know how true that is, but if it's 4 hours, calculate a little bit and see how many people die. What could be the frequency? Obviously, it depends how many people are engaged in a war. So now more about this guy. It's good that at least his body could be retrieved and brought back home and buried in home. Let's put it this way. And as I said, he obviously was 28, but well, it was what can you do? It was his decision to go over there, fight for what he thought was right. Good for him, selfless sacrifice. And unfortunately for him, he ended up like this. So that's it, my friends. And I think this is just a few that we find out, because did you hear the U.S. State Department said that they use the plural, so we don't hear about the rest that died or how many died, which is I'm pretty sure our free mass media, the real good mass media, will inform us. But let me know when they inform us of how many casualties Ukraine had so far, okay? When you know, you let me know, when the free mass media in the free world will inform free people about that information that nobody can find out. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.